Deb Paul, 118 Hardy Road. I'm speaking at public comment because of something that is on new business, and I know it's not a public hearing, so I wanted to address it here. I wanted to talk about, hi. No wonder why I can't see. So anyway, it's the Londonderry Commercial and Industrial Property Tax Incentive Program first reading. I did see that you updated the agenda and you actually put it in today at around 2:30. And I was able to look at it and do some stuff on it. Just a brief history. This program was originally created for blighted areas, downtown cities, buildings that had absentee landlords that were falling in disarray and basically being an eyesore in the town. And this was to encourage them to fix up their buildings. And I don't believe that's the problem in this town at the moment. So the big question to me is, why are you rushing this? Why is this such a rush? Is there a business that, barking at the bit that wants to get into the town and you're willing to do this for? Back in December, when this thing was about to sunset, I came forward and I asked, how many businesses had stepped forward? And was at that time I was told, no, nobody has stepped forward. Move forward a couple of weeks at the next council meeting, all of a sudden, we have 5 businesses that want to get in before this thing sunsets. And I believe Mr. Smith presented or represented some of them for a former town manager with his new business. So they stepped up and they moved forward. And part of the thing is that you as a council were to hear these businesses, what they were going to bring to the town, and if they were of value, and you were able to make a decision on whether you wanted to approve them. What we find out is that the agreement that was put in place, the old one, the old contract, didn't allow for that. So all of them had to pass. So now we have these 5 new big projects coming into town that are owned by billionaires. So that's wonderful that we're giving billionaires tax breaks. So I have a lot of problems with this. And again, I'm going to repeat, I just don't understand why you're rushing a TIF, why you're rushing into this tax increment deferred thing. A lot of time, I wish John was here, because he would always say, there's almost 3 weeks to the election. We know there definitely will be 1 person new sitting up there. There may be 2. You should never impede the next council. So what is the rush? I want to know. I think you really have to take this thing apart line by line, because I looked at it and I found I have at least 30 to 40 questions line by line going through all the RSAs that are quoted in it and cited in it, and I question why this one and what part of this one. And then I look at it and I see at least 25 loopholes for developers to get out of and wiggle through. And in my opinion, you are not doing your job for this community unless you look at this line by line and do what's right, so that there isn't a little loophole that says every single thing has to pass. We don't even know if this is a good thing to pass to begin with, because I've never seen, even though people say, oh, it's great, it's going to help the economy, it's going to level the budget, I have never seen it happen in my 29 years in this town, where we keep saying, build, 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 your taxes will level. That doesn't work. I want to see actual numbers. I want to say, well, if you get some taxes and it's better than no taxes, well, yes and no. If I get this much tax and the business actually has this much of an impact, then maybe that's not such a good thing at all, because that other little bit has to be picked up by somebody else. And we don't have crystal balls. We don't know what's going to happen. There's so many problems with this thing. I hope all of you listen to my words and take the time to do what is right. If we get all the data and it points to what this thing is supposed to do and it's right and it's airtight, then do it. But don't just do it willy-nilly just to do it to satisfy somebody who's barking at it going, I want it, I want it, I want it. take your time. After all, you have 5 that are coming in already. And if you haven't listened to the people on the master plan, doing the surveys,
Deb, your time is up.
I just say this last sentence, okay?
Please.
Now you made me forget. Master plan and stuff, they want to slow down development, be it commercial or residential. Do what's right for the people of this town, please.
Thank you.